Are you ready for a new adventure? Time to travel back in time, let's go! Are you ready for a new adventure? Let's learn about the past with Anna and Leo.
Hi friends! Welcome to Unlock This, a podcast from Honest History, where we join our friends Anna, Leo, and Percy on adventures through time and uncover some really cool stories along the way. My name is William. I'm 6 years old, and I love learning about history, especially new stories that I don't hear about in school. I can't wait for today's story, and I think you're gonna love it too. So let's dive in.
Anna, do you smell that?
Yeah, it smells like... Is it cotton candy?
That's what I thought. But where's it coming from?
Over there! At the entrance of the museum. I think they're selling cotton candy.
Ooh, let's see if we can get some.
Cotton candy for sale, $4 for a bag.
Do you have any money, Leo?
Let me check my backpack. No, I don't have anything.
Percy! There you are. We should have guessed that you would be where the food is.
Anna, look what he's eating. He got some cotton candy.
He's always getting free snacks. Well, how does it taste? Is it good?
What did he say?
He said it reminds him of the first time he ever had cotton candy at the St. Louis World's Fair.
What was that?
It was a ginormous fair in 1904 where there were tons of rides and exhibits and food.
1904? And Percy went? That was over 100 years ago. Does that mean Percy is going on adventures without us?
Hey, you're right. What was he doing at a fair in 1904?
Well,
I don't think he's gonna tell us.
you're a mouse of many secrets, Percy.
But he did say that people came from all around the world to go to these huge fairs. They had a lot of world fairs back then, and people saw all kinds of inventions at the fairs. Like, there was the first telephone, television, and dishwasher. And apparently, the Ferris wheel was invented at a world fair.
You mean that ride where you go up into the sky around a big wheel? I've seen one, but I don't know if I've ever been on one before.
Well, Percy said that they had the original one at the St. Louis World's Fair. And they also had a ton of food that people had never eaten before. Foods like ice cream cones and cotton candy.
You know, I am pretty hungry. And it would be fun to ride a Ferris wheel. Anna, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Let's go to the fair! Percy, do you think you could find something in the vault about the St. Louis World's Fair? We'd love to go on an adventure today.
Quick, let's follow him inside the museum.
He's unlocking the vault door. Come on, Leo!
I think Percy wants us to look at something in this part of the vault.
He's standing by that door. Here, let me open it. I think it's a closet, and it's full of stuff. Check this out. It's a top hat.
But wait, I think Percy wants us to look inside this box. There's some pictures in here. Ooh, look at this one.
It's a map, and at the top it says World Fair, St. Louis.
There's something else inside this box. It's an orange, but it's all dried out. It must be pretty old.
It's a really tiny orange, too. What does an orange have to do with the St. Louis World's Fair?
I don't know, but I think we'll find out soon. It feels like we're about to travel. Hold on, Anna.
Where do you think they are now? There's a lot of workmen around here.
Yeah, and they look busy. They're building tons of stuff out of wood over there. What do you think they're building?
Percy says they're making buildings for the fair.
That's a lot of buildings. I went to a fair once at my school, and we just had a lot of tents.
Well, the city of St. Louis wanted this fair to be the biggest fair that had ever been. So they spent thousands of dollars making all these new buildings. Except the buildings weren't meant to last. After the fair, they planned to tear it all down.
Tear this down? But look at all of it. And what about that white building over there? It looks like it's made out of stone. Are they going to tear that one down too?
It looks like stone, but it's not. The fair organizers wanted the buildings to look like they were made of white marble, but really, they were just made of wood and covered with this white goop.
White goop?
Yeah, they call it staff. It hardens when it dries, and they can make all kinds of stuff out of it. There's a bucket of it here. Check it out. They spread this on buildings to make them look like marble.
Wait, what about that?
What?
That huge metal thing in the distance, do you see it? It's enormous!
Yeah, let's get closer.
What is it?
I don't know. There's a big round part on the side. I've never really seen a building that shape before.
We need to weld those pieces today. The boss says we have to finish the wheel by April. All right. We're working as fast as we can.
Anna, did you hear that? Those men are building a wheel. Do you think it's the Ferris wheel?
Yeah, according to Percy, this is the original Ferris wheel that George Ferris invented in 1893. He built it for the Chicago World's Fair. After that fair, they broke it down and saved all the pieces. And then they brought it to St. Louis to rebuild it for the 1904 fair.
It must have taken a long time to build. It's enormous. How many people do you think fit on it?
Percy said that the Ferris wheel had these huge carriages. Up to 60 people could fit in each carriage. And the Ferris wheel had 36 carriages.
36 carriages and each one fits 60 people. Let me think about this. 6 times 6 and 6 times 3. So that means 2,160 people could ride the Ferris wheel at the same time.
Whoa, that's some good math, Leo.
Thanks. I've been practicing my times tables.
But it doesn't look like we can ride the Ferris wheel just yet. They're still building it. I really hope we can see it when it's finished.
Anna, there's something under your foot. Here, let me get it. Oh, it's a map. One of those workmen must have dropped it.
It looks just like the one we saw in the vault. It's a map of the fair.
Wait, do you feel that? I think we're about to travel.
Hi friends, are you enjoying today's episode? I'd like to take a quick break from the story to tell you about another great place to learn about the past. Honest History creates magazines and books for kids that are filled with fun stories and activities that bring history to life. From pirates to spies to great inventions and so much more, you'll learn about interesting people, places, and events from around the world that made history. Created for kids ages 6 through 12, you can sign up and receive new adventures delivered straight to your doorstep every quarter. Just visit honesthistory.co. That's honesthistory.co to sign up today. Oh, and here's a special offer for our podcast listeners. Use code UNLOCKTHIS for 10% off. Again, that special code is UNLOCKTHIS. Okay, let's get back to the story.
Leo, where are you?
Right here, Anna.
Oh, it's so crowded here. I couldn't see you.
Let's go over where there's less people. Here, take my hand so we don't get separated.
Hey, look, Leo. It's one of the buildings we saw being built earlier, but now it's all finished. We must be at the St. Louis World's Fair. Only now it's open, and all these people are here.
Look over there. There's a huge lake. That wasn't there before. And there's people in boats.
Percy said there's all types of things to do and see at the fair, but I don't even know where to start. Where should we go?
Well, lucky for us, I still have that map. And according to this, the building right there is called Festival Hall. And that big lake is called Grand Basin.
And it looks like there's buildings named after a bunch of different countries. See, there's a Germany building, and a China building, and a Cuba building, and a France building too.
I guess they don't call it the World's Fair for nothing. Where do you want to go first?
Wait, do you smell that?
Cotton candy!
It must be around here somewhere. Come on, let's follow our noses.
Come and get it. Delicious fairy floss. Melts in your mouth.
There! That looks like cotton candy.
But the man called it fairy floss. How much is it, Leo?
The sign says 25 cents.
Well, that's a whole lot cheaper than the cotton candy they had at the museum.
Yeah, but we still don't have any money.
Percy, how did you get that? You're so sneaky. I hope you didn't steal the cotton candy.
It's so sweet, and it melts in your mouth. Want some?
No thanks. It's too sweet for me. I think I just love the smell of it.
Oh my, this floss is delightful. I have never tasted anything like this before. How do you make it, sir?
Well, ma'am, we use our very own machine. It uses electricity to heat up the sugar and spins it into this delicious fairy floss.
Percy told me that 2 inventors from Tennessee made a special cotton candy machine, and they brought it to the St. Louis World's Fair so people could taste the treat for the first time. You couldn't get cotton candy at a fair before this one.
Really? So cotton candy is popular today because of this fair?
Yep, and all kinds of food sold here became popular after the fair. Foods like peanut butter, jello, puffed rice, and fruit popsicles.
I smell something else. It smells just like the ice cream shop near my house. Do you smell it?
Yeah, I think it's coming from over there. Come on!
Look, Anna! People are carrying ice cream cones. That was what I was smelling.
Leo, Percy just told me that the ice cream cone was invented here.
Really?
Yeah. As the story goes, one of the people working at the fair was selling these fried pastries called zila bila. They're popular in the Middle East. The person had a brilliant idea. They took the zila bila and curled it around a piece of wood to make it into a cone. Then they filled the cone with ice cream, and the ice cream cone was born.
Do you know who the person was?
It depends on who you ask. Some historians say it was invented by a Lebanese immigrant named Ernest Hamwi, while others say it was a Syrian immigrant named Abe Dumar, and the others say it was a Turkish immigrant named David Avayu. And I don't know if we'll ever truly know who invented it, but we can thank the St. Louis World's Fair for introducing the ice cream cone to the world.
Hey, Anna, look in the distance. Do you see what I see?
The Ferris wheel! And they finished building it. Do you still want to ride it, Leo?
Yeah, let's go!
It looks like there's a long line to get on, but it's moving pretty quickly.
I bet we can sneak on through here. That carriage doesn't look very full. Follow me.
Here we go! I can't wait to see the view from the top.
Anna, I didn't notice until just now, but there's a table on this carriage. And people are having dinner.
I guess these carriages are pretty big.
Yeah, big enough for a party.
I would like to make a toast to celebrate this fine evening. I am so glad you could join us at the St. Louis World's Fair. Cheers.
I can't believe people had dinner parties on the Ferris wheel.
I think we're almost at the top. Look, you can see everything from up here.
I can see the festival hall and the Grand Basin. And I think way down there is where we got the cotton candy.
Or fairy floss, as they call it. And over there is where they're serving ice cream cones.
My word, have you tried these? I got it from the agriculture building. They have trees full of these fruits. I believe they are called kumquats.
Anna, look what that man is eating.
It looks like the fruit we saw in the vault. Do you remember that tiny orange?
But the man called it a kumquat.
Oh, Percy just said that kumquats were very popular at the fair. The tiny orange fruit came from China, and most people had never seen them before. Tons of people took a kumquat home as a souvenir from the fair.
Maybe that's what we found in the vault. A souvenir kumquat.
You're right, Leo. We figured it out. And you know what that means?
We're back in the vault. I don't think I was ready to come home just yet. There was still so much more to see at the fair. I mean, we didn't even get to go into any buildings.
Maybe we can have another adventure there sometime. I bet there's a lot more we can learn.
Yeah, and all that food at the fair has made me really hungry.
Me too. How about we go to the ice cream shop near your house, Leo?
Yeah, and we can get an ice cream cone, just like they did at the St. Louis World Fair.
Welcome back. That sure was a great adventure. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna tell all my friends about this amazing story. That's all for now. But if you want to learn more, be sure to check out my favorite magazine for kids, Honest History. There's a ton of stuff to learn in each issue, and I love the fun activities and questions. Bye! This episode was narrated by Nikki and JoAnn Schinderle and written by Heidi Coburn. The production was read by Robot Pirate Media. To learn more about Honest History, visit us at honesthistory.co and follow for updates on social media.